welcome back to Moving Cardboard. Okay, I've got an exciting game here, and I don't know how it's going to be. It might actually be completely unexciting, and I die fast. I am going to play the first adventure, the first quest in the Khazad-Dūm saga, or deluxe expansion, and this is called Into the Pit. Into the Pit. Now I tried to make a deck, and I didn't put too much crazy thought into it. It's probably not even a good deck. It's probably not even synergistic, but I made it dwarfy as possible. I put tons of dwarf referencing artifacts or whatever attachments, dwarf characters, allies, and so on. So I've done some of the basic setup already. These are my heroes: Dane, Ironfoot, Biffer, and Dwalin. And I'll just see how they work. I'll just see the deck, and I haven't looked in these encounter cards. Now the setup instructed me to find a couple cards to set aside, so I did see some of the cards, but I haven't studied the deck or anything like that. I don't know what I'm in store for. I haven't read the quest cards or anything. So let's first take a look at the Into the Pit. The heroes enter the mines of Moria at the behest of the White Council, carrying an important message to Balin, son of Fundin, I presume. Balin recently led a group of dwarves back into Moria to establish a colony in the ancient halls of his ancestors. He has not been heard from in some time. Into the Pit is played with an encounter deck built with all the cards from these encounter sets. So they're named Into the Pit, Twists and Turns, Hazards of the Pit, Goblins of the Deep. Okay, that's scary. So for setup, I'm instructed to remove the first hall and the Bridge of Khazad-Dūm from the encounter deck. Set them aside out of play. Placed away from the playing area, do not interact until East Gate is explored, which will add first hall to the staging area. Exploring first hall will then add Bridge of Khazad-Dūm. So first hall. So I have to find East Gate, I guess. So first hall is, you got 2 threat, 2. I have to raise my threat by 3 to travel there. Oh my gosh. After it's explored, add Bridge of Khazad-Dūm. That's 3 threat, 3. When it's the active location, players cannot play cards. And there's a quotation from the Fellowship. At the end of the hall, the floor vanished and fell to an unknown depth. The outer door could only be reached by a slender bridge of stone without curb or rail that spanned the chasm with one curving spring of 50 feet. And we all know what happened on that bridge. So this scenario uses the Cave Torch objective card. First player attaches any hero to attach it to, and that hero will bear the Cave Torch for the rest of the game. If it would leave play, either through a card effect or due to the hero leaving play itself, it's removed from the game. When a card is removed from the game, it should be set aside and ignored for the rest of the game. So it's not put in the discard pile, so it's like exile, kind of. The location, the East Gate, has the text immune to card effects. It means East Gate cannot be selected as the target of any card effect, ignores any effect of any card that would directly interact with it. The only way to place progress tokens on it is by questing. When it's the active location, it remains the active location, so you can't do shenanigans like switch it. There's some Rohan character that can switch locations. Enemies that are dealt the shadow cards are not considered to be revealed from the encounter deck and do not trigger the forced response on side 2B of the quest card, The Fate of Balin. Good to know. Okay. Okay, so these will be set aside. The Cave Torch is going to have to be attached. So let's read the card 1A, which probably has most of that same information. You've been sent by the White Council to Moria to deliver a message to Balin and his dwarven colony. No one has heard from him in a while. Eastgate and Cave Torch put Eastgate into play as the active location. Oh, I forget. So I set those apart side. Set first hall and bridge I get Khazad-Dūm out of play. So I need to search for the east gate. There it is. Makes sense actually that would be there because I have to go through the east gate to get in. Cars. Okay, so this card says it's immune to card effects. I cannot optionally engage enemies, and no engagement checks are made. Forced after Eastgate leaves play as an explored location. Add first hall to the staging area. And it has 7 threat. Oh my god. And this is the active location. Oh my god. I need to draw my cards. I'm supposed to do that before setup. I'm freaking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Steward of Gondor. So, I mean, you gotta have Steward of Gondor. It's not thematic, but you gotta have Steward of Gondor. Narvi's Belt. Okay, that's good. And 2 Gandalfs. I don't know. Should I keep this? I don't know. What is well, so I'm gonna have 7. Well, it's the active location. Why even put that on there if it has to be the active location? I guess that's kind of weird. I guess just to make it as a complete a card. Search for the Eastgate. Put Eastgate into play as the active location. So its threat's not going to apply. Maybe there's some effect that I don't know, man. I guess I'll just keep the hand because I don't know really how this deck is even going to perform or anything. So let's go to 1. So let me attach the Cave Torch. Exhausted to place 3 tokens on a dark location. After it exhausts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that card's an enemy, add to the staging area. So just generating stuff. Well, I don't know. I'll put it on Biffer, I guess. So he can carry it since he's a lore character. That'll be his burning brand. Oh, let's take a look at 1B. And look at that art. Like you can see this. That's the East Gate itself. And we're standing in this monumental architecture and this little dwarfies. The doors of the East Gate hang crooked on their hinges. The darkness inside the doorway is still and impenetrable, shutting out the last beams of a sinking sun. When revealed, reveal 1 encounter card per player and add it to the staging area. Players cannot advance to the next stage unless Bridge of Khazad-Dūm is in the victory display. In the whoa. Okay. So let's draw a card. What is this? Dark and Dreadful. Deal 1 damage to each exhausted character, 2 damage if it's a dark location. Well, deal 1 damage to the defending character. Well, that doesn't do anything. There's that at least. Okay, so let's start a plan. Okay, so turn 1. Well, I don't think I'm going to be playing any cards. I don't have the resources for that. So I'm just going to go questing, and I will I'll just quest with Biffer. So he's got 3. Dane is giving everybody +1 will and +1 attack. So he will quest. I'm not in a dark location. or I'm outside, I guess. I'm at the gate, trying to get through here. So quest for 3. And then so I'll reveal from the encounter deck Stairs of Nain. 2 threat, 4 progress. It's underground. I have to exhaust a character to travel there. Shadow effect, defending player must choose and exhaust a character. Okay, so not too bad. I can't travel there right now though. 2, and I quested for 3, so I'll place 1 progress on the east gate. Then I'll raise my threat to 28. And oh, I forgot to draw a card at the start of turn. So this is Untroubled by Darkness. Every dwarf gets +1 will or +2 if I'm underground or in the dark. So that's a good card. So now I'll draw for the second turn. I get a veteran axe hand. So second one. We've got Narvi's Belt, so I can play tactics cards. I think it's a good move to go ahead and play Steward of Gondor on Dane, and I'll play. I guess I'll go ahead and put Narvi's Belt on him as well. I won't really be able to play anything else this turn. I don't have any. I don't think I want to play Untroubled by Darkness. And I'll quest with Bifur again. I don't feel like that's very efficient. I need to get because I'm probably gonna, my threat's gonna go up, I'm sure. Let's see what I get. A Goblin Swordsman, 1 threat, 3 attack. He gets +2 if he's undefended. His shadow effect is he goes to the staging area. Okay, but I'm not. Making engagement checks. So this stuff is like lurking just beyond the gate. This is stuff that I'm gonna have to fight my way in, basically. 3, 3, so no change, and I go up to 29. Let's give out resources. I got lots of resources. Draw for turn. Boots from Erebor. Okay. Well, I clearly could go ahead and play a veteran axe hand using Narvi's Belt. So for this round, he will have a tactics icon. That would be an addition, obviously, to his leadership icon. And then I could play Gandalf to lower my threat and use him to help me quest. I think I'll do that. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll lower my threat by 5. And then I will quest with Bifur for 3 and Gandalf for 4. So that's 7, and I'll use this veteran axe hand as well. So that's 8 that I'll quest for. Doom 2 with Surge, Signs of Conflict. There's been a battle. Look at that. Art. And Surge, Lightless Passage. You have to exhaust a cave torch to travel there. So I quested for what? 3, 4. I quested for 8, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I only put 1 foot down. Oh my gosh. Just getting over this to get into the Moria is giving me problems. I don't have enough and then the Gandalf's gone. I'm gonna have to play Durin's Song, aren't I? Okay, I'll get rid of that. Back up to 27. Did I do something wrong? 27. That's what I started at. Oh yeah, Doom 2. Doom 2. And draw for turn. Longbeard Map Maker. Okay. That's how I'm going to get it done. Spend a lore resource to give him +1 will, and he can basically grab all the resources. So that's I'm seeing now. So 1, I'll use Narvi's Belt to give him a lore icon. 2, 3. So what I could do now is give this guy +4 will. So he'd be at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could quest for 11. Maybe I should. I could quest for 11, which would be 4 greater than what's here already, which is 7. 4 greater than wouldn't be enough necessarily. I could use Durin's Song to give him +2 will as on top of that. So then that would be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's weird that that's not as good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Versus 6. Where did I get 11 from? Oh, that's if I use him. So I can quest for 12. One extra, that's all. Well, it seems like I've got to do it. Got to do something. So I'm going to spend all these resources to funnel them through Bifur. Well, he has a lore icon anyway, so I'll just funnel these. Doesn't matter. So he's got +4 to his will. 4 and 1 is 5. Plus his power makes it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure, 10. I'll quest for 10. Oh my gosh. Residual Mineshaft. 5 threat. Raise each player's threat by 1 to place a token on it. I'm not going to even get past the front gate. 9, 10, 12. I quested for 10. Threat goes up by 2. That's with spending all those resources. And then it goes up 1 for end of turn. Then I get some resources and I draw Erebor Record Keeper. Okay. This is I don't know what to think of this. So obviously this deck is not gonna be able to handle this. But I do see some. I hate it on Bifford when I open this, but I see how funneling all. I see how this guy can be useful. But I don't choose a dwarf. I wish Durin's Song was all dwarves. Untroubled by Darkness is each dwarf gets +1 will. Okay, so so I could play Untroubled by Darkness, give everybody +1 will, for 2 lore, and then I could funnel this here to give him +3, so he'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's still only 12. 13, 14, 15. If I used him, it would be 15. There's still 12 there, though. I could wait a turn and save up resources, which would give me 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I could quest for 20, but there's already 12. So I'll quest for 15, I guess. Like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 with this. Playing Untroubled by Darkness for 2 spirit. Cave-In. Remove all progress tokens from the current quest card and active location. Okay, so 15 to 12, those get removed, and then I place 3. Round ends. And a draw card. Another Gandalf. Okay, so I already got drawn all my Gandalfs. I think I'll play both of those cards. So giving him tactics, and I got a lore. So let's see here. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right here. 10, 11. That's 11 if I just use everybody. 3, 4, 5, 6. Quest for 11. $14, so my turn goes up by 3. I think this, I don't even know if I'm going to get past the East Gate. And then raise threat, draw a card, another record keeper. Got a lot of dwarves in the deck. Got a lot of dwarves. So I guess I'll play Gandalf. It's really expensive. For 5, I'll use him to lower my threat by 5 because it's getting up there. I don't know how this is going to go. So he'll commit to the quest for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Boop, boop. 17. 17, 17, 17. And I've got 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 now. So I get 2. There's 15 in the staging area. That's so much. Okay, Gandalf goes goodbye. My threat goes up to 30, and I draw. Another veteran axe hand. Those are not really going to be very useful for me right now. Got another Erebor Record Keeper in my hand. I'll play him because that's for 1 resource. It's 2 extra will. So I can quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I can do this once per round, so I can only do it for 1 person. Oh, I'm playing this wrong. Oh, actually, Biffer's not very good. Pay 1 resource pool to add 1 resource to his pool. Limit once per round. So I'm like overdoing it. I'm doing way worse than I should be. I can't just take all 3 and funnel them. It's once, and then I could spend it for the map maker. I don't get his ability. That seems terrible. For a while, first I thought it was terrible. Then I guess I misread it or forgot it, and thought maybe okay it could be useful, but that's not useful. His main use is getting access to the Lore Sphere cards for any 7 threat. My gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Quest for 14, and there's 15 in the staging area. This just seems like a losing proposition. I only need 2 more feet, though. $16 in the staging area. What did I say I was questing for? 14. Threat goes up by 2. I draw a card. Exhaust the dwarf to place 2 progress tokens on the active location. Okay, well there we go. So I will get through this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card. Exhaust a dwarf character. I'll exhaust a veteran axe hand. Put 2 progress tokens on the east gate, and I'll put the east gate in the victory display. I now add the first hall to the staging area immediately. So the threat is even higher, and it's a ton of locations. It's crazy. Cave Torch. Exhaust it to place 3 progress tokens on a dark location. It has to be a dark location. When branching paths is in the staging area, each dark location gets +1 threat. I'm going to perform this action real quick. I'm going to exhaust the Cave Torch, put 3 progress tokens on branching paths. Forced after it leaves play. Look at the top 3 as an explored location, which that's what it is, because I put 3 tokens on it. But after it exhausts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that's an enemy, put it in the staging area. It's not. So, and then this, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Players must choose one of those to reveal and add to the staging area, moving the other 2 to the bottom of the deck. So let's see. 1, 2. I'll put Dreadful Gap in the staging area. When revealed, immediately travel to Dreadful Gap. X is equal to the player, so there's only 1. these two on the bottom. Okay, okay. 2, 4, 8, 13, 14. 17 in the staging area. This is crazy. 3. And I'm going to get engaged by both of these guys for sure. This is nuts. It could just be the card draw really going against me here. It's kind of stressful. You can quest for Jesus. You can quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I quest for 9, I guess, because now I have to get in some fights. 9 versus 17. Each enemy in staging area gets +1 threat, burning low until the end of the phase. +3 instead if it's dark. Well, I've already exhausted my cave torch. Okay, so I kind of don't want to use the cave torch. I want to use it because I can use the cave torch to cancel this card. So there's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 threat. 28 threat. And I had 9. So my threat goes up by 17 to 49 because of that one card. Because my torch is burning low. But I could exhaust... Oh, man. That's thematic. You could exhaust the cave torch to prevent it from burning low. Like, one burn is burning low, but you have this other torch, and you light it, and it keeps going. So, I mean, that's cool. All right, so... Now I have to make engagement checks. Both of these guys come down to visit me. Biffer's exhausted. Everybody's exhausted except for these 3 folks. If he's undefended, he hits for 5. Brutal. Okay, so he's gonna defend here. Better next hand, and he's gonna go undefended because I want to keep his +1 attack because I give him a 3, so then he'll have enough to kill him, which will lower my threat by 2. Cancel all combat damage dealt to attacking enemy, so he can't be killed. This one gets attacking enemy gets +1, +2 for attacking the last player. Well, I am the first and the last player, so he gets 5. So I have to assign 5 damage to a single hero. So the veteran axe hand dies, and jeez, I don't know. Dwalin dies. This is game over. This is okay. Maybe I need. I don't know. That was scary. So the difficulty is increased. This deck is not probably good at all. So that's the first scenario. You didn't get to see much of it, but you get to experience a little bit of what that's like. A lot of locations. It seems like a crazy one. I thought there'd be more enemies in here. A lot of treacheries. There's an enemy. There's a run of them. I shuffled a lot, but I guess obviously not enough. This is brand new. You gotta really shuffle more. All the enemies are clumped in the middle there. Okay, well, there you go. Massacred. Dead.